Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Midweek Minutes. Do you know that you have the power to live a godly life? Well, the Apostle Peter knew it when he wrote the epistle 2 Peter, and he wants the believers in his time, and through extension the believers in our time, to know it and to show it. On Sunday we had a message entitled, The Power to Change. It was taken from 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 3 and 4. Let me read it for you. By his divine power, God has given us everything we need for living a godly life. We have received all of this by coming to know him, the one who called us to himself by means of his marvelous glory and excellence. And because of his glory and excellence, he has given us great and precious promises. These are the promises that enable you to share his divine nature and escape the world's corruption caused by human desires. The power to change. We had a point on Sunday that says by knowing Jesus more and more, we receive the power to change our life. And I want to share with you two thoughts on how we can tap into that power. You know, considering that today is hump day, I want to use the analogy of getting over a hump. You know, if you try to get over a hump at a standstill right up on the edge of the hump, it's very difficult. But if you approach the hump with some momentum, already having some speed, you're more likely to get over that hump. And so when we do what we're supposed to do, when we live a godly life, we develop spiritual momentum. And we're able to get over the humps and the obstacles that we encounter. Now, the other thing I want you to understand about tapping into the power that we have is we can transcend the things around us. I'm up on the roof demonstrating how we can live above the things that try to weigh us down. You know, one of the curious things that I observe in my yard is how the birds are fearless. I mean, you have to come right up to them before they kind of fly away, because they have the ability in an instant to just transcend what's around them. They can just fly away and leave you down on the ground looking clueless. Like, man, how did he do that? And we can leave our enemies, our obstacles in the dust in the same way. You know, last week I shared with you my excitement about starting up journey groups, and I also shared with you my excitement about the start of the football season and how I was gearing up for my son's first game. They were playing a nationally ranked team. The teams from Maryland, called the Mathers, ranked 32nd in the nation, and they, Cardinal Gibbons, ranked 34th in the nation. So this was a very highly contested game that was even televised. Let me share with you a clip, but let me set it up for you. Cardinal Gibbons is winning 11-5, and DeMatha has a fourth and 5 yards, and it's seconds left in the game, so they have to convert to have a chance to come back and win. Here's a clip.
As Risk puts together what was likely his final play in this game, it was an impactful one, and Austin Francis times it perfectly. Gibbons was not going for the quarterback there. They were playing contain, running the muck rush. Francis, not trying to get home, sits back, rises up, and knocks it down. Monumental play for Gibbons, and South Florida might have their three.
Galatians 6:9 says, "And don't get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, you will reap a harvest of blessing if you don't give up." Boy, that game, I was such a proud papa. I was saying, that's my son Austin. He pushed through the obstacles that's in front of him. He timed it perfectly to rise above the situation and make a play. God is a proud papa. He's saying, that's my son, that's my daughter. I want you to push through the obstacles that you face. I want you to trust in my perfect timing to rise you up above your situation and demonstrate the power to change. Thank you for joining me for another edition of Midweek Minutes. I hope to see you again next week. Goodbye for now.